What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Geordie, and welcome back to Need for Speed 2015. Genuinely one of my favorite Need for Speed games ever. This game was a love letter to fans. This was Need for Speed Underground 3, essentially. And today we return to it. And before we get into it, I want to make an announcement that we are going to full-time return to this game. As at some point, most likely this weekend, we are going to be restarting our a story mode playthrough of this game. On a new account, of course. I don't want to delete this one, as I have a lot of time invested into it. Almost 300 hours into this, so not nearly as much as Heat. As I didn't play this in 2015, I played this in 2018, but this was the game that fully got me back into Need for Speed, and yeah, I played this a hell of a lot on the lead up to Heat, and yeah, here we are. So yeah, let's do it. I remember being so excited when I bought the deluxe edition for this game, which gave you like the M3 GTR, or at least the M3 E46 Deluxe with the most wanted wrap. But yeah, here we are. Look at this. Oh my god, this is so cool. Unfortunately, we do have to turn the music off just for this episode, though. In my replay, the Let's Play, we're going to actually we'll turn them back on. Even though if we do get copyrighted, it is what it is. You know, I've done a full playthrough of this before, but look at this, man. I look at all these stats. We've got the prestige mode as well that we'll have to go into at some point. So yeah, because we'll be returning to Need for Speed 2015 pretty much full time, games played most wanted. So it's counting most wanted on the Vita. Oh, that's crazy. And there's Rivals, of course. And it won't show anymore because, well, for obvious reasons, Payback and Heat weren't out yet. But yeah, look at this. Time played 301 hours. So I do have more hours, but I remember I actually restarted my career mode before on this one. So yeah, favorite car, the Fox body. Yeah, we're going to be checking all this out. But yeah, I keep going off track. Because we're returning to this full time, we're actually going to do speed lists in its own separate video and likely prestige mode as well. So yeah, if you want more 2015 content, we'll be doing that. So we'll be doing a Let's Play live, so we'll be replaying the game live, and then speed lists and prestige mode I will most likely do as recorded episodes, just like this one. So if you want to see more of that, be sure to, hit the like button, comment, share, and of course subscribe for more if you're new. And yeah, let's wait for this long loading screen. Oh wow, oh mate, I've missed this. So 2015 did this really cool thing. This is an actual real environment. Like in the background, this is a genuine real place. They haven't like remade it or anything. These are genuine, like, I don't know what technology they used, but they directly ported essentially like this weird technology of like photos, videos, or whatever. And so the cutscenes in the garage in here, you would actually see the real actors walking around because it was a real place, but you would also see your cars literally rendered in the, like, it was so immersive. It was such a cool technology. I cannot believe that they only used it for this game. I just cannot believe that. They should still be using it now. I would prefer if they went back to this style of cutscene, of the garage, it's so immersive. It's such a cool technology. But man, look at this. This was my Fox body. So I essentially wanted to keep the car from the beginning of the game and then just build on it and have that be my quote-unquote master build. And yeah, this is what we ended up with. So cool. Yeah, we made this in the Let's Play that we did. I've got the Supra from the 10-hour Need for Speed 2015 stream that me and TJ did right before Heat came out. We were saying farewell to 2015, and yeah, I used this Supra for pretty much the full 10 hours. The craziest idea I think I've ever done on YouTube, and we're not going to top it, and we're not going to try and top that. That's just insane. We've got the Viper. TJ's got a matching Viper. His is blue. I've got my 180SX. Oh my god. So I think this was one of the first raps I ever made. I think I made this in the OG Let's Play. So a lot of the, so like the Fox Body, for example, was made in the second Let's Play that we did. This one was made in the very first one, like the 2018 live streams, 360p playthrough. And I basically kept my rap over from there. So, yeah, one of the first liveries I ever made. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it certainly could have did better. But yeah, drifting in this game was absolutely crazy. But I managed to find a pretty good balance for most things, to be honest. Like, things only like a couple clicks towards the left. And it ended up being a really, really good car. So, yeah. Let's go over to, like, we got the E46 Deluxe, which I put a completely different wrap on. I blacked out the rims. Yeah, so one of my favorite wraps I've ever seen, like fan-made liveries for the M3 GTR, was the stacked deck one. So what if Darius got his hands on the M3 GTR and put his own livery on it? And this is essentially what people came up with. It was so cool. It was so cool. So, yeah, I obviously had to put it on here for the Outlaw missions. So dope. One of my favorite cars that I have. So, let's actually see what's in the garage. I've got Nakai-san's 911 RSR, okay. We've got the Civic Type R with Joe Tackett, I think his name was. Joe Tackett's livery from Need for Speed Pro Street. Crazy. Yeah, some people just one-to-one recreate these liveries. And I think I made this like a full-blown drag car as well. And it was like really, really grippy. Well, as grippy as 2015 could be anyway. Like, understeer galore with this game. Let's go through this. I got my Evo, which I think was also from my first ever Let's Play of the game that I just remade for this one. And the green RSR, which is essentially the cover car. Oh, and yeah, and that Evo's got Taz's livery from Most Wanted 05, but there's no Lexus in the game, so it was on the Evo instead. Wow, this car looks great. Look at how, like, planted that is to the ground. That's insane. But one of the coolest things that Need for Speed 2015 did was its live service after the game came out. And essentially, we basically got a bunch of big updates. So, Payback only got like one big update. It was the Speed Cross DLC. It got the Castrol Time Trials as well, if I remember rightly, but that's tiny. He got the equivalent, essentially, of the Castrol Time Trials with some voice messages with the Black Market DLC. I did like the Black Market DLC quite a lot, and we were meant to get like 5 volumes of that. I do really wish we got that, but, you know, we never did, and it is what it is. I'm glad we got 2 at the very least. But yeah, let's... oh, we got a Huracan as well. This was crazy. The Huracan in 2015, absolutely crazy. The RSR was crazy as well, mind you. But the Huracan for drifting, oh my god, and we've got it like full drift. This shit was like really, really hard to control. Like, very difficult, and I only really used it for prestige mode. I even gave it like a black and white livery that I downloaded that kind of matched like the prestige mode colors. Very, very cool stuff. But yeah, let's swap back to Nakai's RSR and then sell it because I've selected it again by accident. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. We can get it back at any time because it's you know, one of the collectible cars. And yeah, we do have a limited garage and warehouse, limited to about 10 cars. So yeah, but we've got Magnus Walker's RSR, we've got Eddie Skyline, which we'll come back to, Ken Block, God rest his soul, his unicorns in the game, Morihoshi's Lamborghini Diablo, which has like the light up neon all over it. So, so cool. But yeah, we're going to use Eddie's Skyline because it's kind of iconic to this game, you know? Eddie's Challenge. What an update that was. The Legends DLC update. So it added like new soundtracks, from games as far back as the first Need for Speed throughout the entire Need for Speed's history. Like when I said this game was a love letter to Need for Speed fans, it really, really was, you know? And it's crazy because you got kind of like two love letter games in a row. Because Rivals is essentially Hot Pursuit 4, right? Or Hot Pursuit 5. Oh, no, yeah, Hot Pursuit 4, essentially. Because Hot Pursuit 2010 is essentially Hot Pursuit 3, it is. And Rivals was essentially Hot Pursuit 4, and it was Hot Pursuit with an extra step. It added free roam. And this was... So if Rivals was the Hot Pursuit throwback, 2015 was the Underground throwback, but they still had some throwbacks to old Need for Speeds before Underground with the returning soundtrack. So we got our little phone thing here. We've got messages from the different guys in the story. So Melissa and Eddie were the two guys from Underground 1 that returned. They came to Ventura Bay, and that kickstarted pretty much Eddie's Challenge, which was a set of 15 races before, actually facing Eddie at the end in Wrath of Eddie. So, and beating him, you get his car, which is really, really dope. I love his car in this game. Obviously, we don't know what happened to his car from Underground 1. I assume we took it as, like, pink slips at the end of that game, because in the prologue of Underground 2, we're driving a Skyline with an identical body kit, so I like to think that we took Eddie's Skyline after Underground 1 and used it up until the prologue of Underground 2, and so Eddie had to get himself a new Skyline. And I actually really do love this design, I do. I love the remake that they did here, and they also did a remake for the M3 GTR. A lot of people ended up removing the stickers and stuff, but another thing that the Legends DLC did add were these like preset wraps that basically added liveries from older games that you could put on. So if you were using a Supra, for example, you ended up having like Vic's livery, which was really, really cool. But yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. Pretty much the same as the original Most Wanted livery, but with some extra steps. And I do appreciate it that they tried to make it, they tried to put like a modern spin on it, with the extra stickers and stuff. And yeah, this is just one of my favorite cars ever. And from playing this game, you actually got this car for free in Need for Speed Payback. So, But that's enough talking. Here we go. We are finally going to get out of the garage and go into Ventura Bay. Genuinely one of my favorite maps in the franchise. It's perfect. It really is perfect. It feels like a mesh of underground, carbon, undercover, So underground with like how it looks and stuff in a lot of areas. It's more Underground 1, to be honest. Like, it's more reminiscent of Olympic City in a lot of ways. Oh, look, we got the M3 GTR. Someone's in the M3 GTR there. We got a Fox Body guy over there, who I feel like was definitely in some sort of tutorial. But yeah, look at that. We got the M3 GTR right there. That's so dope. Okay, we've got another driver around here. Let's go see them. We've got the action camera that debuted in this game. A little bit different in this one as well. It's a bit more below the car. Makes it just look a lot easier. It's a Lightning McQueen RSR. Crazy. Oh, you know what? It's good to be back in a free roam Need for Speed like this. But yeah, 2015 was essentially Rivals meets Underground. And it was great. If you liked Rivals, you'd likely like this game. If you liked Underground, of course you would like this game. It's the return back to then. So I'm trying to find a way to go up to the map. I think it was up. There we go. I mean, you could go through the phone and do it. But yeah, people still playing this game, like, not at max level and stuff. It's crazy. We've got some drag races here as well. Drag races are set to return in Need for Speed Unbound, and that's the point I was really trying to get to, you know, in this video earlier, about the whole, like, how much live service 2015 had, because the interesting thing that Unbound is doing, even though I wasn't interested in the single player, what they're planning to do for the Year 2 roadmap, for the multiplayer, has definitely got me interested. And I'm going to go and play Unbound at some point. I'm probably not going to play through the single player on the channel, no I'm not, but we'll do some videos on the multiplayer for sure, I think. Mainly because they seem to be trying to go back to the old live service of these games, and this is something I really miss. Look at how quickly that was, and it basically copied the rolling starts of Rivals, just getting right back, right into the race, whereas Heat and Payback, you know, they required loading screens. I don't know about Unbound, because of course I've never played it, but, you know, this was crazy. This was like, what a great game this was, man. And it's much easier to drive in this game than it was in Payback. If you guys watched the Payback video last time, when we played that last week, oh my god, or was it 2 weeks ago? We were just not having a good time at all with the handling. But yeah, this game's drifting feels really, really good. But yeah, it definitely feels a bit different. That's because I just haven't played it in so long. But the game's really easy, as you can tell. Eddie Skyline's not maxed out. The top speed of it is only 195. And yet I am absolutely kicking butt right here, which is insane. But yeah, we got a few races that were pretty much exclusive to this game that we should definitely try out this episode. But we're having a little bit of a warm-up here. We're going to drive to other spots on the map to, you know, give the different events a go and really explore Ventura Bay. And I want to give some extra time to the single player. Well, not the single player, but all drive. You know, and the good thing is like you could do all these races, you can do the story while free roaming with other players. Heat does the same thing, and for some reason they just separated it in Unbound, which it was one of the things that people complained about with Payback, and they just removed it again in Unbound, which definitely cuts off a lot of the player base, especially the single player guys. Like once they finish that game, there's just no point in continuing to play it anymore. Whereas with Heat, for example, you know, there's reason to play it over and over again, to get back on, to grind with your friends on the game, to, you know, get the cars and whatever, like max out all your rides and stuff. Man, I miss this. Jesus, I can't wait to get back to playing this game again for you guys on the channel. Snapshot uploaded. What did I do? I don't know, but Snapshot Pro. How do I get back on? Do I have to pause it? I think I do. There we go. Ow! What are you doing? Wow. Okay. Ow. Look at this. So, this was the first Need for Speed that added a camera mode. I mean, look in the distance. You're not really meant to see stuff like that. Can you not? I mean, look at the lighting. It is awesome. And obviously, they just kept it nighttime all the time. And I think it was a really good idea. But we need to do one of the events that were exclusive to this game. Drift trains. Wow. This was a pretty cool event. And essentially, it was tandeming. You had to stay with the rest of the pack. Just drift alongside them. It was such a cool idea, and I feel like they could really bring this back for multiplayer. Do you understand how fun it could be in multiplayer? How fun could Drift Train be in the multiplayer? That would, oh god, it'd be awesome. Right, here we go then. So the closer you stay together, the higher the multiplayer you actually have. So yeah, we want to earn as much as possible, of course. And you want to be like towards the middle of the pack. And there you go. And sometimes you do have to slow down to let the rest of the guys catch up, because now we've only got a 1.6 because one of the AI is quite far behind us. Renee is trying to kill me for some reason. So the AI could definitely use some work in the drift train. Like, these guys are really trying to ruin my drifts. But hell, everybody's caught up now. So now we can get to drifting together. We'll catch up to Gaz in his Nissan GT. Oh my god! Lawrence! What are you doing? Jesus Christ! What are you doing, Christina? These guys are crazy. And I've gone the wrong way. Oh! And no point drifting at this point because I'm barely with them. We gotta get 170,000. Okay. Let's do that then. Which, it's a quite easy score to be honest, but let's get ahead of everybody else. There you go. Oh, lovely. Whoa, almost taking me off the road there. Jeez. That GTR sounds nice. Whew. 101,000. Let the other guys catch up, of course. Gaz has now got in front. Listen to that, Mercedes! Woof. What are you doing? Jesus! They're all trying to kill each other. What is going on? Cheryl, piss off! Oh my god! Jeez. We're going so fast down here. Handbrake round here. God, it's so easy to get back into the flow of things with 2015 as compared to Payback. I don't know. I can't believe I'm going to say this, because as broken as 2015's handling model is, I think I prefer it to Payback's. I genuinely think I prefer this. Which is such a weird thing to say, but I think I pretty much like mastered this handling model to the point that like I can get back into it right away. And I kind of I'm more comfy with it. I'm genuinely more comfy with it. Jesus Christ, guys, chill out. Yeah, we're almost pretty much done with the event. And we have to explore different parts of the map for sure. I think should we attempt Wrath of Eddie today? I don't know. I think the event might be too long. But I've been thinking of doing one of the longer events. What are you doing, Lawrence? There you go, though. Success. 220,000. The bank, though, was wank. Only 8,000 for repeating those events. Like, you'd earn a lot more cash in speed lists. So after beating the game, like, if you want money as quick as possible, you may as well hop in speed lists. It would get you money much quicker. But yeah, there you go. And you can watch the other guys drive around. They're roaming races as well. Something I mentioned in I think, was it the Payback video or was it the Rivals video? I think it was the Rivals video. They should bring them back. It made the world feel a lot more alive, especially if you weren't playing online, you know? I don't know. But let's go to Royal Park and do the drag race there. Where is it? Is it Royal Park? I don't think it's Royal Park. It must be, right? Drag the Town. I think that's the one I'm looking for, right? Yeah. And the drag race goes all the way down there. Okay. Let's go, and we'll set a route to it as well, so we can just fully explore this pretty beautiful map, man. But yeah, wow. It is beautiful here. We should definitely try the Drift Huracan later on, though, for sure. I think when we try a Gymkhana event, we'll do it in the Huracan. But yeah, we'll do one more race in the Skyline here. Oh, here's the random jumps that were placed for the Gymkhana events, of course. The physics in this game just did not work at all. This game could have used maybe an extra few months, maybe even an extra year in the oven. I don't know. I can't hate on it though, because it's just fine. The only thing I don't like about this game, like really dislike, is the fact that it's online only. Which means this game is pretty much limited. And I hate games like that, especially if they're good. Like if the games weren't good, then fine, whatever. And hell, some games got like an offline patch, like an offline update, like Gran Turismo Sport, for example. So we know it can be done, but the question is, will it be done? You know, because it makes this game literally like really useless. Like you may as well use the disc as a coaster at that point, because you won't be able to access the game. You'll be stuck on the title screen, which sucks, because this is genuinely not only one of the best Need for Speeds in my opinion, but it is definitely one of the most important. It's the one that, like, the games we have now, Heat, Unbound, the game we're going to get next, all of them would not exist if not for this game. They just wouldn't. This was the reboot, and this was awesome. But here we go. So this was the drag races in 2015 that they brought back in the Legends update. And they pretty much played exactly like the Pro Street ones. Ah, I've overcooked it. Only just though. So now we've got a really bad rev limiter to do. Oh, I still got it. Let's go. Oh, short shifted there, but we're gonna win anyway. But that was essentially the extent of your drag races. Now, apparently the ones in Unbound are going to be inspired by Underground's drag races. So I wonder how that's going to work. Are we going to have the old lane switching mechanic, or is it just going to be like these? Is it going to be like Paybacks? You know, Paybacks weren't the worst neither. Like, I actually kind of liked Paybacks drag race system. I thought it was pretty good. Payback did a lot of things right, to be fair, but you know, it got a lot of the fundamentals wrong. Like, how do you go from this to Payback? You know, that's the real kicker. But anyway, I think it's time we get into some Gymkhana events with one overpowered Huracan. That's for sure. Oh man, look at how immersive that is. Look at how beautiful that is. Sheesh. They really knocked it out of the park in the graphics department. This looks better than games nowadays. I mean, obviously they have the advantage of having, like, you know, eternal nighttime, so they don't have to care about a lot of areas in terms of textures. But here we go. This is going to be crazy. Here we go. Oh my god, it already feels so out of control. Look at the front rims. Oh my god. They are spinning, like, they're going so, like, oh my god. A car's wheels are not meant, the car's not supposed to move like this. Oh my god. Oh, it's so fun though. It is so fun. I don't care what anybody says. Jesus. Oh, it goes everywhere. Jesus, I didn't even mean to go over that jump. I didn't even know that was there. God, even, like, especially with this camera, makes it even crazier, man. You really see just how broken the front wheels are. They're swaying. It's crazy. Oh my god. Jesus. This is up there with Carbon's drifting. Like, just for full-blown wacko crazy. Like, it's insane. It's absolute insanity. Jeez. Look, right around that corner. Like, we're gaining so many points from this, though. So, like, if you could master it, mate, you weren't getting beaten in this game, that's for sure. You were not getting beaten. Look at that. Oh, my God. 11,000 in one corner. Ah! Oh, there's the police! Oh, that drift was awesome! Jeez! Oh my god! This is absolutely insane! Look at this! Ah! God, I can't believe I'm still in control of this! This is max drift on Need for Speed 2015, by the way. Jesus! What are you doing? Oh my god! This is insane. This is absolutely insane. That cop's only just caught up with us. Crazy. Whoa! Oh my god. That cop's not catching us though. But drifting with the sirens blaring and the lights flashing, reflecting off the screen. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Jesus! Look at how many points we've gotten. Bear in mind, the target was 45,000. We've gotten well over that. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. That was a new personal best as well. Jesus. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, we've now got to escape this cop. Mate, something a lot of people don't bring up with Need for Speed 2015 is the Pursuit soundtrack. It was really good. You can get it, you can find it on Spotify if you look up the Need for Speed 2015 soundtrack. You can find it, like the OST. The Pursuit music in this game, really, really good. It's a shame that they haven't really brought it back. Because they really should. They really should. It was really good. You know? I think they did a cracking job at it. There you go. Wow. Oh my god. That was crazy. Wow. So guys, that was Need for Speed 2015. In 2024, this game is almost 9 years old. I think, is that the Longhorn? I think that is the Longhorn, mate. I remember having to go there so often, as well as the diner as well. Numerous places. I think there was Manu's Warehouse as well. The place where Risky Devils and Robin go. Look at the bridge over there, man. Wow. Jeez, it's beautiful. This game is beautiful, and it will be a sad day when the servers finally get shut down for this game, man. Absolutely crazy. Hopefully we get an offline patch for this game. I really do hope so. If not, it's going to be such a shame, but you know, I feel like 2015, it will still return. The files will still be there, and surely someone will be able to reverse engineer it and, you know, re-release it. You know, like they did with Need for Speed World. I feel like that can still happen with 2015. I really, really hope so, because it would be such a sad day to see such an important game to the franchise just wither away like that. It really would. But guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Need for Speed 2015. I'm sure we still have a few years left yet of this game. We're going to replay it this year. We're likely to replay it next year as well for a 10-year anniversary. It's going to be so cool. Guys, I hope you will tune in very, very soon for more Need for Speed 2015 content. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all in the next video. Until next time, peace.